Probability for making a Ludo game. So this is today's topic, and let us begin right away. So what exactly is probability? And let's say that you are playing a Ludo game and it's your turn to roll a dice. What will be the possible outcomes or of the numbers you can get? The possible numbers that you can get are 1, 2, 3, 4, or 6. These are called the sample spaces in probability. Now, if you roll the dice once, only one time, what will be the chance that you'll get a 6? The dice can give you any number out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 when you roll it once. Therefore, the chances of getting a 6 is 1 out of these 6 numbers. So the probability of getting 6 will be 1 by 6. Similarly, the chances of or the probability of you getting 1 is 1 by 6, 2 is also 1 by 6, 3 is 1 by 6, and so on and so forth. Let's take another example. Let's toss a coin only once. What will be the possible outcome of a head or a tail? That is, two possible outcomes. Think what will be the chances of you getting a head or a tail? What would I get if I toss a coin? So the possible outcomes are a head and a tail, which again is the sample space of this problem. The chances or the probability that you will be getting a head is 2 possible outcomes, that is half. Probability is, so what exactly is probability? I believe now you have like more or less have a better clarity about what is probability. So probability is the chance of some occurrence of the same event. Probability means possibility, and by definition, probability is a branch of mathematics that deals with the occurrence of random event. Now, what is an event? It is a single outcome of an experiment. Example, getting a head while tossing a coin is an event, while getting a 2 while rolling a dice is also an event. And what is an experiment or a trial? A series of actions where the outcomes are always certain are called an experiment. For example, tossing a coin, rolling of a dice, selecting a card from a deck of cards. So why are we studying probability? We are studying probability because it helps us to study the unpredictable sequence of events and to understand the possibilities in the future, or because probability is the logic of uncertainty and randomness. Uncertainty and randomness occur in just about every field of application in daily life, and it helps us make the decision. So there are 3 types of probability: theoretical, experimental, and axiomatic. And we will study about the theoretical probability and experimental probability. Theoretical probability is mainly based on reasoning behind probability. Theoretical probability is also called classical probability. For example, if a coin is tossed, then the theoretical probability of getting a head will be half. Whereas experimental probability, it is based on the basis of the observation of an experiment. The experimental probability can be calculated based on the number of possible outcomes by the total number of trials. For example, if a coin is tossed 10 times and the head is recorded 6 times, whereas the experimental probability for head is 6 by 10 or 3 by 5. The probability of all events of an experiment adds up to 1. For example, when we toss a coin, there are 2 possible outcomes which is of being a head and a tail. The probability of getting a head, that is probability of H, is half, whereas the probability of a tail is half. So the summation of these probability of head plus probability of tail will be half plus half, which is equal to 1. Okay, so this has been our session for today, and this is what we have so far covered what is probability, and also seen and explored 2 different types of probability, that is theoretical probability and experimental probability. Hope you have learned something from this, and we will meet again next time.